Hi, it's Steffi, and I'm sorry I've been gone the last 2 months. We've had kind of, I try to get this camera so I'm kind of crooked on here. I've been gone for 2 months. We had a really rough ending of the year, and I just had a whole lot going on between teeth and affected teeth that had to be pulled, antibiotics causing other issues. It went on and on and on, ending with us all getting COVID. But we're all fine. And then we're through that. My husband got back to work after his spinal surgery for 1 week, and then snow hit North Texas, and we haven't gone anywhere in a week. Oh no, we did go out Friday night when he got home from work, so I think the snow started Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I think we're at 5 days. Went to the store on Friday and picked up a few things. The stores were really picked over. Luckily, we didn't need anything that was high demand. I mean, I got a little bit of eggs and milk, but there was still a lot left at Aldi's. I just picked up a couple snacky things. But as I was going through the store, I noticed a lot of things were picked over. And I guess if you go to the store now, there's really nothing. But I usually am pretty prepared. I usually try to keep pretty stocked up. And as I use things, I replace them pretty quickly. And I always try to have a backup so that if I take the backup out, I buy another couple. I don't know. I just try to stock up. But this hit a lot of people out of the blue. They weren't prepared for it. So it's been a rough week in Texas for a lot of folks. And we've been very fortunate. I prepared for rolling blackouts and we never had one. I guess there was some trouble with getting them back on. And I'm very grateful, let's put it that way, because so many people have been without power, even in our area. And I think what happened with us is when we have 2 homes, and we lived here. We moved up north to the Dallas area to be near my husband's work. Weren't happy. And when we wanted to come back, rents were so high. We had no debt. We were able to buy another little house that we were living in, and our daughter had been living with us, and they stayed in this house. Her then husband and his family were out here from California. We moved back. There's no way they could rent somewhere else because there's too many people and animals. So when his family went back to California with all their animals and 3 people, we told our daughter we want to switch houses, and we moved back to this house. They moved to that house where she is still today with her new husband. She got divorced from that husband not long after that. It was a pretty rocky marriage, and she's been remarried for a few years to a really lovely man, and they're quite happy. But when we first moved back here in 2014, for like a month straight, we'd have our power go out every Saturday. We'd hear the thing blow, and we'd have no power for a few hours. And this went on for like 3-4 weeks. Then it stopped for a week or two, and then it happened again, and then never happened again. So I think they finally figured out what was causing our power to go out, and they fixed it. So we've been very fortunate that our house has been good. We're trying not to use any appliances. We're not doing any laundry. We're hand washing our dishes. I have a couple lights on now, but during the day, I'm not running lights if I'm not doing a video. I'm just really trying hard to conserve energy and not use any more than we need to. And, you know, it's hard. It's hard. A lot of people are without power here in Texas, and we're just not used to being without, we're not used to snow being on the ground is what I should say. But anyway, the reason that got me to maybe get my head, well, I've been thinking about putting a video on this channel for a week or two, but I got a nice comment from JLS, she left me a nice long comment, which, by the way, I love. I love long comments. I love to leave long comments. And she said that her retirement had been planned. She was going to do all this fun stuff. And then because of COVID, it all came to a stop. Oh my gosh, I think so many people can probably relate to that. Because it doesn't matter where you go in the world. It's not like it's a U.S. problem. You can't go anywhere in the world at this point. And it got me thinking that I need to get back on here and start talking, because I really wanted this to be a place where we could just have conversations. I can bring up something, or maybe you can bring up something in the comments that we can talk about in the next video. I want to talk about anything that interests you. So if you have something you want me to talk about, even if I don't know anything about that, I'll talk about what I do know or my feelings on it. But I just want this to be a place where we can, I'm sure it's going to be women. I don't see any men coming here. But it'll be a place for us women to hang out, share ideas, and help each other. I mean, I can't imagine how JLS feels. My gosh, you work your whole life to get to the point where you're going to have your dream lifestyle. You've dreamed of it your whole life. This is what I'm going to do. And through no fault of your own, it's taken away from you. I can't even imagine how frustrated, angry, and depressing that has to be. You know, I mean, you're angry and mad, and then it's upsetting and depressing, and there's nothing you can do. You just have to wait it out. And I think a lot of people right now are going through a hard time because maybe the things they used to do, maybe they used to meet friends for dinner and they can't do it anymore, or they used to take trips and they can't do that right now because it's not fun or comfortable, or you're afraid that you'll take your trip and the things you want to do will be closed down. So it's a weird world right now. We just came through an election. We are changing gears in this country right now, and nobody knows how things will go, good or bad. Doesn't matter who you voted for. I don't care. I'm just saying, whenever a new president comes in, it's a change. And we don't know how it's going to go. Good or bad. We don't know. Maybe some of both. Maybe less of another. But it's a change. It's new, and it's upsetting to a lot of people, or at least unsettling. And even if you're for the change, it's still scary to see where are we going to go, and what are we going to do, and how's the country going to go now, and how are things going to change. So between COVID, things changing there, and now Texas, this weather, it's just been a crazy start of the year. It just has. So I think most of us were hoping COVID would be done by the end of last year. And now we're kind of being told to expect it to go till next year. And my husband and I wanted to do some traveling. We're done babysitting grandkids. We have the time off from work. He's finally got to where he's been at his plant long enough that he's got over a month of vacation. He's got like 5 weeks now. And we could go do a lot of fun stuff with 5 weeks vacation, but we're not going to right now. We're not, we're just not going to. So he had to take a couple days this week of vacation pay because he couldn't go to work. So how do we go forward when our dreams are kind of stomped on? That's the question. What do you do? JLS, she has to figure out, okay, I can't do what I want to do, so what, as she said, she's got to figure out a new destination. My husband and I have talked long and hard about maybe getting an RV and traveling when he retires. I'm glad it's not now because I'm not sure we would today. Although, believe it or not, RVs are flying off the lots right now. A lot of people that are working from home are buying RVs and going out on the road in their RVs. It's very popular right now. But we're not in any rush. We are not in the position to do that right now. And he does not have a job where he could travel. Not even a little bit. So he's a supervisor over mechanics that fix heavy machinery in a paint factory. So yeah, he's not going to be able to travel and do his job. But it's something we talked about in retirement. But right now we don't even know when we're going to retire. We don't know. Now they're saying Social Security is going to be cut drastically. I've been a little frustrated that some people are out there telling people they're not going to get anything, and that makes me so crazy because the Social Security Administration says, no, your benefits will be cut 21%, I think they're saying now. It started out at 27%, the first statement we saw it on. So we don't know what's going to happen with retirement. How long does he have to work? How much money is he going to get? I have not worked enough to get credits, but I get half of his. But I'm hoping to maybe build my own income through reselling, and that's something I'm working on with my other channel and my online shops. Trying to get to maybe where I can bring in a little extra money. I'm not expecting to make a lot, but if I can make in a few hundred a month, hey, that'll be fun and it'll help. But I don't know either. I'm confused. I don't really know anybody right now that could sit there and tell you exactly what they're going to do next year, let alone in retirement, because nobody really knows what to think right now, what to expect, what to plan for. And I'm, as a planning person, as somebody that likes to plan things, I'm a little frustrated right now. I do like spontaneity. You know, like, I love to go do things off the cuff, like, oh, do you want to go do this? Yeah, well, obviously that's not happening right now. Although it was really fun. We did go to the Chinese buffet after we were completely recovered from COVID. And we went, of course, wearing masks when we went to the buffet, being isolated at our table and all that. But it's like, well, and they had gel that you could put on your hand before you went to the buffet and after you went to the buffet. And we did all of that. But it was kind of fun to know, for at least this moment, we know we're safe. Now, we won't go back for any time soon because we can't eat that kind of food right now. But it was fun that one day. And it was a moment of, almost normalcy, other than wearing a mask and having to hand gel and all that. But at least getting to sit there and eat some food that we hadn't had in months. I think Valentine's Day, my best girlfriend and I went to the Chinese buffet for Valentine's Day because both our husbands were working. And that was the last time I'd been there. I think maybe my husband and I went the week later. And then we hadn't been since February. They had closed. So that was fun that we got to go almost a year later. And we went 1 or 2 times. And then we haven't been back, and we won't be for a while. Not because of we're terrified to go, but because we got to lose weight and we got to get healthy. He was supposed to lose weight for his surgery. He did, and he was supposed to lose weight after his surgery. He hasn't. And the doctor told him, you either lose weight or I'm going to see you in 3 years for another surgery. So he knows he's got to do it, and I've got to do it too. Because I've got that metabolic syndrome, where you can get pre-diabetic, pre-hypertension. My cholesterol's not great. Hypothyroid, but without needing medicine, it's not bad enough. So I've got to get the weight off too because an endocrinologist told me 10 years ago, get the weight off, it'll all go away. And here I am 10 years later, and I haven't lost the weight. So that's another video for another day, I guess. But I just kind of wanted to touch base with you guys and ask you, with this past year, with COVID, with social distancing, with everything going on, how has it changed, or has it changed your future plans? Are you still even planning for the future, or are you kind of sitting there going, I'm not making any plans right now? It's a weird world. It's just a weird world. And I'm just struggling to figure out kind of what I want to do. I feel like I haven't been creative. I think the last creative video I made was on the 9th, maybe, of January. Maybe another one since then. I don't know. I made a big snowflake ornament. I don't think I've done anything creative since then. And that's not like me. I'm usually prolific, making all kinds of stuff. And I'm sitting here looking, sequins, beads. I'm sure you can see my beads behind me. Those are all beads, findings. See, look at 2 shelves full. Look at that. That's all beads and findings. Most of them are beads. There's only 2 shelves. Those 2 shelves there are findings and charms. I've got 5 shelves of beads. Glass, stone, metal, paper beads, all kinds of beads. I would have given my eye teeth to have had 1/4 of what I have today when I was in my 30s raising kids. I would have done so much stuff with it. I would have had so much fun. And it's like, I sit here and look at it all now, and I want to create, and I just don't know how to get started. So I think the plan is, I want to get this video uploaded, and then I'm going to figure out my next creative video. And I've got a big project I'm making for a friend, but I'm going to wait till the weekend to start that. I need to get something finished. I need to start and finish a project tomorrow, or today, to put on my channel tomorrow, because I am not myself when I'm not creating. I don't know if you can relate to that, but creating soothes me. It makes me feel accomplished. When my husband comes home from work and I can say, look what I made, or I did this, it makes me feel good. It makes me feel like, look, I did this. Whether it be making, like I make all my earrings. If you see me wearing a pair of earrings, chances are I made them. There are a few I did not, but most of the time, if you see me wearing a pair of earrings, I made them. I used to make earrings for all my outfits. I used to make the fringe seed bead earrings for all my outfits. I used to have dozens of pairs. I don't anymore. So I have to figure out what I want to do and just start doing it. I think maybe sometimes we just have to jump in and just start doing and see what happens. I watch Rafi and Klee, and they have so many wonderful videos on creating, and they've talked about, what if you create a horrible piece? What do you do? Well, you just keep working with it till it becomes something you like, or at some point you just stop, but you got to at least create. And that's what they urge you to do. Create, create, create. So I got to create. But in such a weird world, how do we find our footing right now? How do we figure out what we want to do, where we want to go? Like JLS said, what is my destination going to be? Because it's like the ground was taken and shaken under our feet. And I don't think any of us in our wildest dreams would have ever thought we'd be living in this world where we have to wear masks, that we can't even plan a wedding. My poor niece has been trying to plan a wedding since, well, her wedding was set for the year. It was set for September, and COVID happened in the beginning of the year, and she had to cancel because they closed the venue. And now she still hasn't gotten married. She doesn't know what to do. I have other family members that are trying to plan weddings for their kids, and they're afraid to because they don't know if they'll get to have the wedding. Kids didn't get to graduate from high school. They didn't get their graduation. They didn't get their prom. So I don't think any of us could have, in our wildest dreams, even imagined this. Let me get a sip of my drink, please. I'm getting a dry throat. So I don't know. I don't know what we're supposed to do. But all I'm going to do from now is keep moving forward as best I can. I've got to get us on a diet. I may show some of that stuff on here because we definitely had to go gluten-free. We both have gluten issues, not the digestive issues. My husband gets horrible heartburn if he eats. It's cumulative. It builds up. If he eats too much bread or gluten, he starts to get heartburn and a sour stomach. I get body aches from it, and so we both need to be off of it. So our daughter has our youngest daughter's oldest child, who's actually coming over any minute. She loves to bake. So I went through the other day and gave her every single bag of flour I had, every cake mix I had, everything I had that was not gluten-free. And she was so excited because now she can take it home and she can bake to her heart's content. And this kid can bake. She can do all kinds of neat stuff. She's made the actual macaroons, those colorful ones. She does all kinds of great stuff. But I guess right now we just have to support each other. So if you feel like commenting down below, tell me what challenges, like JLS did, what challenges are you facing right now? What is causing you to not move forward in the direction you want? Is it COVID, or is it something altogether different? How are you trying to overcome it? And what advice do you give to the rest of us? Because I don't even pretend to know anything, really. I mean, I'm 60 years old. I've learned stuff, of course. I feel like I'm not a stupid person, but I'm far from figuring it out. So, and let's face it, we all have to figure out our own stuff. All we can do is help each other, but we can't tell each other what to do, because my journey is different from JLS's journey and is different than your journey. We all have different journeys, but that doesn't mean we can't help each other figure out our journeys. You know, what's worked for you, what book or YouTube channel or TV show or poem or anything has helped you to figure out some direction to go. For me, I've got a pile of stuff on my table, and I'm going to work on some jewelry and make a few pieces up. A wonderful channel I love is Sue Me. Sue makes tidbit trays, but she is also a reseller. She goes out and buys things, resells them. But she has a great channel where she shows you how to repair things and make things. And anyway, I've interacted with her a little bit, and I've met some wonderful friends through her channel. And she sent me some watches, and I made a steampunk necklace that she purchased from me on my Etsy store. So I'm going to make her some steampunk pieces and send them to her to either have for herself or give away. She'll probably give them away. She might keep one. But I'm going to take some of her watches and send her a bunch of jewelry to do whatever she wants with. And that'll give me some motivation, because I love working with steampunk, and the fact that she sent me these watches gives me a little motivation. And she didn't send them to me to make her stuff. She just sent them to me. But I want to make her some stuff because she loves to give away on her channel. So I figured this would be a way that she could give them away. She could have some fun. And if she loves them, she can keep whatever she wants. But it's a motivation for me to get started. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get started on that. My friend Cheryl and I are going to do a little... she's working on some other stuff, and I'm working on stuff. But we're going to work on a project that we're going to do the same type of project. And when we're both done, there's no time limit. We're both done. We're both going to do videos on it. And that's all I'm going to tell you. And that'll be on my Steffi's Beads, Baubles, and Treasures channel. But that's a little motivation because it's a creative one that I'm really excited about. So I've got some projects. I guess I just got to take that first step. But this is kind of a ramble, but I figured it would be because I haven't talked to you guys in a long time. I don't know how to create beautiful videos. Oh my gosh. Little Poet. I've talked about her on my other channel, Susan. If you want to see beautiful videos based for women in their 60s. She's 66 years old, and she's a beautiful person. Little Poet. Oh my gosh, her channel is stunning. She should win cinematic awards. I mean, she blends all these videos of outside and shopping and her trying on jewelry or clothing and her showing products. She just makes these beautiful videos, as well as vlogging during these videos. She inspires me to want to do better videos. She really does. She inspires me to want to decorate my house. Her home is gorgeous. So I have found my friend Cheryl Coyote. She inspires me. She's so creative. I mean, she blows my mind, the things she comes up with. So I ask her a lot of advice because she knows a lot about a lot, and she'll laugh if she watches this, but she does. And she knows I ask her a lot of questions because I really respect her opinion, for one, and I really admire her creativity. She's truly one of the most creative people I know. Our youngest daughter's another one. She's just that one. She's going through a challenge right now. Her husband fell on the ice yesterday. He's in the hospital and has to have surgery. So that's another thing that family member's going through, and that's really heartbreaking. This ice and snow in Texas is just weird. Absolutely weird. We've never had anything. I guess the last time it was this cold was 30 years ago or something like that. I don't know. It's breaking all kinds of records. I don't really know. But we were down below zero. Below zero in Texas. Go figure. I mean, I told my husband it's his fault because we were watching one of our YouTubers in New Jersey or something, and they were talking about the snow, and I said, yeah, we're never going to have snow again in Texas. It's just not going to snow here. He says, no, 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 it'll get down here. The cold will drop down. We'll get some. And then, like, literally less than a week later, this happened. I said, it's all your fault, so you did it. But he goes, what? It's not my fault. But anyway, so it's just a weird week, and I'm jumping in really with no notes, no nothing, just rambling. And I asked Cheryl, what do I do? Because I tend to ramble. She goes, well, maybe that's just how you talk. Don't worry about it. But I just wanted to touch base with you guys. I really did. I've got 25 people that have subscribed to this channel, and I appreciate you guys so much. So I figured I owed you a video. And it's not even about owing you a video. I wanted to do a video for you. I started this channel because this is what I want to do. I want to talk to you guys. So I'm going to try to get on here, even if it's for 5-10 minutes, at least once a week, tell you what's going on in my life, find out what's going on in your life. And please, go down below and comment. Write those novels. I love it. I love long comments, and I'm going to make sure that I hit the button that all comments are be displayed, because I did not know, found out on my other channel, YouTube holds all potentially bad comments. Well, I didn't know that was an automatic thing they did, unless you go down and you change it. Well, I found out some perfectly lovely comments on my other channel had been held that there was nothing wrong with. Their bots, I guess, decided for some reason, somebody saying those are beautiful beads was a bad comment. So I'll make sure I hit the all comments displayed. You write all you want. I want to hear from you guys. I want to know what's going on in your lives. What are your challenges right now? What are the things you're working on? What steps are you taking? What advice do you have for those of us that are kind of feel like we're peddling water and not really going anywhere right now? I would love to hear from you. And let's interact with each other. If you like what someone says, comment on it. Let's get a conversation going. I want this channel to be for all of us, and I'm hoping more people will join us over time, but there's 25 of us. Well, 26 counting me. Let's have some fun. Let's encourage each other and help each other. But I just really wanted to talk to you guys, and thank you, JLS. I think that was her initials was JLS. I wrote it down so I would, yes, JLS. I hope you will continue to comment and keep us updated on what you're doing and what steps you're taking, because really, I need some advice. I'm open to advice. I would love to, and anything you guys want me to talk about, if there's a topic you want me to look into and talk about, or just a topic that people are going through, like if there's something you know that most women our age are going through, ask me. I'll do a video on it. I may not know what I'm talking about. I may do a little research, or it might just be my feelings on it, but I will happily talk about it. I am happy to have suggestions. Let's make this our channel, and we can talk about whatever we want. So write comments. Please like it if you liked it. And if you're not a subscriber and you found me, join our family. Let's have some fun here. And I hope I didn't ramble too much, but I probably did. I don't even remember what I said because I've recorded this thing 4 or 5 times. So I might have said something in one of them that I didn't say in this one, and I always put captions, though. When I watch it to edit it, I always put captions if I say something stupid, or if I thought I said something and I relate back to it and I didn't, then I can put a little caption. Anyway, I'm sitting here looking out at snow in Texas in February. It's weird. So let me know how the weather is in your area. How do you deal with it too? I mean, having this just for this few days fascinates me, because I see how in other states they just shovel the crap out of the way and they go about their business. I just find that fascinating that we get this much snow, this much. Now some places got a little more, but still, compared to like places that get feet of snow, we got inches, and it brought our whole state to a stop because our infrastructure wasn't prepared for it. We didn't have the proper tools, the proper electrical grid. We had nothing. So at least if this happened, maybe they can learn from it and fix it so that someday this will happen again, that they'll be in a better position to take care of people. I don't know, but I'll be back soon. I'm going to make a point of making a video once a week for this channel. Maybe more, but at least once a week. I'm not going to let 2 months go by again. Even if it's just a 5 or 10 minute video saying hi and telling you something going on. If you're into crafts or into creating at all, check out my other channel, Steffi's Beads, Baubles, and Treasures. I don't think I have it linked below, but I'll link it. I think there's a place I can link it. I did that on my watch channel. I have a channel where I just watch, and I linked it. So I'll see if I can link it on here. I did that a few months ago, but I'd love to have you over there too. My other channel is just for watching videos. I just use it to watch on my TV, and then I comment through that channel sometimes too. But I don't have any videos except for one video saying this is only a watch channel. So, but I'll be back soon, and if you're still here watching my rambling video, I really appreciate it. Give me some time, and I'll get better at this. I have no problem being on the camera, because I'm just looking at a camera. I'm not looking at people. And I know you're out there, and I like talking to people, so this doesn't bother me at all. It's just, I've got to settle myself down, pick a day every week, and let me know if you'd be interested in seeing any gluten-free recipes. I bought a bread maker that makes loaves of bread like this, not the tubes. And I bought the grinder bowl or whatever, canister, whatever, you know, for the Vitamix. They have the big tall one that comes with it, and then you buy the grinding one to grind grains. And I can grind my own rice, brown rice and white rice, to make my own gluten-free flour. So if you're interested in seeing any of that, I can put that on a specific playlist on this channel, because I can do several playlists, just these vlogs, and then I can do recipes or cooking, and if we do any other kind of videos, I can put those on a different playlist. But this is your channel too, so I want you guys to let me know what direction we're going to go, and if I do those kind of things, I can always do them on another channel, because I have like 4 channels, 2 of them I haven't used yet, so I just got the names in case I wanted them, and I have them, and one of them is supposed to be for gardening, and that could even be where I put the recipes and stuff if you'd rather. So just let me know, but I'm rambling again. I've been going for 32 minutes, so I'm surprised if anybody's still watching. So I'll talk to you later, and I will make these more consistent and probably a little shorter too. So I'll be back soon. Bye. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys know I really appreciate you. And thank you, JLS, for your comment, because you got me spurred to come on here right away. Thank you. And I hope we can help you with comments and support here to figure out what you're going to be doing and what your new destination is. But thank you for your wonderful comment. I really appreciate it.